Hello everyone, welcome to the Only Watches channel. Unlike other brands sold at the PX, Citizen stands out as unique. The storied Japanese firm is a veritable titan of the watch industry. It is arguably the current global leader in solar watch technology and has a long history of contributions to the field of horology, including ultra-precise railway watch and the first commercially accessible titanium watch. Today's video will go through the top Citizen watches that you can buy this year. Additional product details can be found at the links I've provided below. So without further ado, let's get started. Number 1. Citizen Eco Drive Promaster Diver Titanium. Citizen Eco Drive Diver are among the most well-liked budget dive watches due to their superior performance compared to other watches in their price range. To improve upon their already affordable solar-powered steel watches, Citizen has introduced a new range that is constructed from their unique, scratch-resistant super titanium. The result is a more robust watch, a thinner diver that modernizes one of Citizen's best watches and keeps the brand relevant. The use of cutting-edge technology and components to upgrade a timepiece that was already a classic is the watch's main selling point. Because it is made entirely of titanium, this watch is incredibly light at a little over 3 ounces after being sized to fit my wrist. Citizen employs a special titanium alloy that they claim is significantly stronger than industry-standard grade 5 titanium, making this watch more resistant to scratches and extending its light new appearance. This diver's watch has passed rigorous ISO standards for durability and legibility, making it suitable for use underwater. Finally, this watch is accurate to within plus or minus 15 seconds per day, thanks to the watch's Citizen Eco Drive movement. The bracelet is the watch's Achilles heel, bringing down an otherwise excellent timepiece. It's a cheap, single-link design that lacks the flexibility of 3 or 5-link band. The watch's clasp is the lone subpar component. It lacks a wetsuit extension and has only 3 holes for fine-tuning. It's possible that I'll use a nylon strap for water resistance and a leather strap for land use. Despite all of Citizen's boasting about the super titanium scratch resistance, it uses a standard mineral crystal instead of a sapphire crystal, which is not unheard of at this price point, but is becoming less popular. Number 2. Citizen Eco Drive Garrison 8180. All criteria are met, and in some cases exceeded, by the Citizen Garrison 8180, also known as the Citizen Chandler. This watch, which introduces Citizen's Eco Drive technology to the world of field watches, is destined to become a modern classic. In my opinion, the Citizen Garrison 8180 is one of the best low-cost field watches, right up there with the Seiko SNK. It is small and lightweight, and its unisex design ensures that it will fit everyone and won't get caught on anything. Thanks to its narrow profile, the Citizen 8180 is a reliable field watch that may be worn near water, while other models settle for less than the recommended 50 meters of water resistance. Because it is solar powered, this watch will keep running as long as you don't go underground for 6 months straight. Finally, unlike many field watches, this one is really legible and has excellent brightness. Not everything works well at this price, and the largest problem is alignment, which is common in inexpensive quartz movements. Those of us who are particularly picky may notice that the second hand does not always coincide with the various indicators. The strap is stiff and uncomfortable, and there aren't enough adjustment holes to make it fit properly. The crystal is mineral glass, which scratches more easily than sapphire. The crystal is an unavoidable downside to purchasing in this price range, but at least the strap can be swapped out. Number 3. Citizen Eco Drive Promaster Nighthawk. Before there were many onboard computers in airplane control booths, pilots had to rely on slide rules to keep tabs on vital statistics like fuel usage. While advancements in innovation have made wrist-mounted flight instruments possible today, that wasn't always the case. For this reason, and since it harkens back to that era, the Citizen Nighthawk is widely considered to be one of the greatest watches for pilots, provided that you can see past the complicated display. Like many of Citizen's finest timepieces, the Nighthawk is a beautifully crafted aircraft watch that more than holds its own. The relatively short lug-to-lug length of this watch means that it wears much smaller than its 42mm width. The most fantastic bracelet helps as well. It is made entirely of steel and only has 3 links. Last but not least, the Nighthawk has a good luminosity, making it legible in a pitch-black cockpit or while you're simply checking the time in the middle of the night. Despite being one of the best pilot's watches due to its numerous useful features, its dial is extremely crowded. Making sense of the dial's slide rule bezel, regular clock dial, 24-hour display and date window at a glance might be challenging. Second, the crystal is made of mineral glass, which scratches easily, as one would expect from a Citizen watch in this price range. Finally, unless you swap the clasp for something more substantial, which is especially recommended if you're a pilot who wears your watch over your flight suit, you may find yourself in between sizes. Number 4. Citizen Promaster Diver. Despite the fact that Citizen has been creating watches for decades, the brand is perhaps unfairly best known these days for its expertise in solar quartz timepieces. For decades, Citizen has been producing some of the best low-priced watches, but the Seiko SKX has dominated the market. The Citizen NY series, on the other hand, will continue even though it has updated its long-running series with super titanium and an enhanced movement to compete with the SKX. Lightweight and scratch-resistant, the new Citizen NY series makes use of Citizen's adoption of so-called super titanium. The crown is also at an unusual place, at 8 o'clock rather than the standard 3 o'clock. Since the crown is located on the opposite side of the watch, it is not only one of the best watches for left-handed people, but also quite comfortable for right-handed users. Finally, it's not only an unusual watch because it's created with cutting-edge technology, it's also officially approved, making it every bit a tool watch as any other. Like many of Citizen's more reasonably priced timepieces, the band on this one is its Achilles heel. Again, it's just a single link that's been strung together to make the illusion of a chain. Furthermore, the crystal is mineral and will scratch more readily, just like other inexpensive Citizen watches. So if you value scratch resistance, you'll need to replace it. Although Miyota 9000 series movements are becoming more widespread with other firms' micro-brand watches, Citizen is dedicated to using an 8000 series movement with less impressive figures. Number 5. Citizen Caliber 100. It may seem paradoxical to speak of an expensive Citizen watch, but this timepiece is truly unique. It is not an exaggeration to say that this watch is the most accurate and exact one ever made. Caliber 100 is the pinnacle of independent timekeeping, since it was built from the ground up to provide the same precision that users expect from GPS-corrected watches, but without the correction. If you have the money, this is the best watch you could ever buy. Atomic clocks are the only devices that can match this watch's unparalleled precision as a selling. This was accomplished with the help of Citizen's patented Eco Drive movement, a quartz crystal with a frequency measured in the millions of hertz rather than the thousands, anti-backlash motors, and a host of other features. The case is made of polished titanium and has sharp edges. The dial and indexes are flawless but subtle until you know what to look for. Unfortunately, many Rolex purchasers seek Rolex brand awareness, and the Citizen Caliber 100 does not provide this. Although it is one of the best solar watches ever, it will be mistaken for any other Citizen watch by the general public for obvious reasons. Another problem is the difficulty of acquiring this watch, as almost all of them have already been sold on the certified pre-owned market. If you guys like this video, or if this video helped you, please give the video a like. Links to all the products mentioned are in the description below. If you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Till next time, I will see you guys later.